Hi, I'm Scott Reed here with Frank Cretin. We're here at Essen 2012 with Board Game Geek. This is Frank Cretin from Helvetia Games, and he's here to tell us about their new game, Helvetia Cup, which it looks like a fantasy soccer game, but a bit more advanced. So, Frank, tell us about this.
So you're right, it's a soccer game, so it's simulation. It's fun, it's strategic. And so basically you have two teams, you play a coach, one of the team. Each team is composed of 9 players, and you have to choose 4 to play on the field and 2 replacements for each game. So depending if you want to play more offense or more defense, you choose the player as you want.
Okay.
The turn, the way the game goes on, so it's turn by turn, but it's asynchronous. So meaning that first there is a movement phase where the defense move, where the offense move, then the defense move, and afterwards you can do some actions. So just to illustrate the movement phase, here the fools have the play, and so they can move from one hexagon. So each player can move from one hexagon. So like this, like this, here, and here. And then it's the defense turn, and defense can also move from one hexagon.
Yeah.
So one hexagon is free. If you want to move more, you can, but you have to pay some price, and this price has a boost.
Okay.
And so if with this player I want to move more than 1x, for example, 2 more, then I have to take away 2 boost from the player.
Okay.
Meaning that you need to manage your stock of boost.
Right.
If one player has no more boost, then all these characteristics will be divided by 2, meaning that the player is now very in trouble and not very, very good. Of course, you can replace it. You have 2 replacements, but still you have to manage it. So this is for the movement, and then you can do some action. First, the defense. If the defense has a player in the same hexagon with the ball, then you can choose either to try to steal the ball to this player, you can tackle him, or you can stay there and just put pressure on him. And the way it works is really with the characteristic of the player. So for example, to steal the ball with this dragon, you need to look at his characteristic of steal. So you have defense characteristic and offense characteristic. This one steal is 9. So the idea is to throw dice. If you do less or equal to 9, it's fine.
Okay.
It's success. If not, it's miss. So I'll do it. 10, I miss. Then the player in offense can do something. If I have been successful, then the offense player could have chosen to dribble, could have tried to make a dribble to avoid that. If you choose to do the tackle, which is the second action for the defense, then the offense can react to it. But you have a risk doing tackles. You can make a foul. You can earn a green card, a yellow card,
or a red card.
Even a red one. You can also hurt the offense player. So you can take it some boost away when he is hurt. So he could have less boost than that. And then you can just stay there. This is the third action in defense. Just put pressure. And this will add a malus to the next action of the offense player. So for example, the same one, if you look at pressure, it's a -6 then on the action of the offense. So after the defense has played, imagine that this player is here, then it's the offense turn. And offense can do basically 2 actions. First one is to shoot, we'll see it afterwards. And the first one is to pass. And here, basically you have 2 ways of making a pass. Either a short one, and short pass is either 1 or 2 hexagons, and it's free and always successful. And you can change them. So meaning if the ball is here, I can do a short pass here,
shot there,
then
shot
here,
there,
and
shot there.
then here. So it could go quite fast if you have the right setup. Now, if a defenseman is in this hexagon, you can chain it. And you have the risk if you make this pass to be intercepted. So this is also a characteristic in defense.
Okay.
So in this case, I can choose to make the second type of pass, which is a long pass. So I make a long pass to number 10 here, but then I need to use a characteristic, and the characteristic of pass for this one is 15. So I need to throw the dice. Less is successful. If I do more than 15, then it's not good, and I have to apply this rebound. This rebound gabarit there, where the ball will spread around. But if it's successful, then you can go on. second type of action, I say either pass or shoot. In this position, then you can directly shoot. And the way we shoot is just for the player in defense, take one goal. For the player in offense, take another one. And then take this pin here.
Okay.
So you can play perhaps the goalie.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm in attack, so I choose just one region here where I want to put the ball without showing him.
Right.
So I'll do that. I still show you where it is, but he hasn't seen. And then for the goalie, he has to choose, but he has more than just one region.
Okay.
It depends on the distance from the goal from the attacker. So in this case, you have 3x.
Yeah.
So meaning that you have 3 pins to choose from.
Aha.
They need to be adjacent still.
Adjacent.
Adjacent, yes. And the other thing that is important is that you see on the goal, you have numbers
Yeah.
that are basically the malus that you apply to the shoot. So when I'll need to shoot, you will see afterwards, I will need to apply a certain malus depending where I'm trying to shoot. It's much more easier to shoot here than obviously to shoot in here.
Okay.
So you're choosing? Okay, fine. So you're not covering where I'm shooting at. So I can go on with the shoot.
Okay.
So as I said, I shoot here,
Yeah.
and I'm on the right hand side zone. So I need to apply this malus, which is a -6.
Okay.
And so basically it's shooting competence here, which are here, 17, -6, 11. If I do less than 11 a score,
Yeah.
this is not the case. Oh, shit. So these are the basics.
Okay.
And then you have some specific stuff. You have action card that you can add to the game. You can choose from them 3 cards. It had tricks, for example, to add a boost, to shoot from far away, to add 1 pin for the goalie and stuff like this.
Okay.
You can use it for a single game, but the idea of this is really to use it for championship or cup. And so the idea is to build a deck with that. Between each game, you have 3 training slots, and it corresponds to the level here of the card. So you can choose as many cards as you want, but it should be 3. So either 1 with 3 or 1, 2, and so on.
I see.
And then you put this in your deck. And when you play a game, you choose from your deck 3 cards. The other way to gaining cards is for each card, you have on each card you have a mission. And then if you, during the game, able to do this mission, so this one is to tackle 2 times. If you are able to do that, then you earn the cards. And it goes also in your deck.
Okay.
So during the championship, your deck grows. And then you choose how you want to play depending on your player, because also your player, if they have a yellow card during one game, then you be careful.
Right.
If he has a red one, he can play the next one. If it's hurt, he can play the next game, and so on. So we have over there, we have small cards like this when you just write it down, and so the next game you know exactly where your players are, if they are exhausted or not, and so on.
Gotcha.
And so the idea is just to grow is to manage your team through the season like this. But of course you can play just one single game like that. Just last point perhaps is the time. The time advances each time there is a change of possession.
Okay.
Once there is a change of possession, you just send the timing dice and see 6 minutes, so you just add to it. And you play two half of 45 minutes, like in a real soccer. And when you depass 45, you stop the half. It means that you don't know how many turns it remains. This is the aim of this one. And yes, when you score, you're happy and you're good.
Now I see. Also, I see here that you have a team of dragons and a team of
Fools.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there plans for further expansion on this? Is that
yes, of course. So the idea is really the Helvetia games company are doing games in the same land, in the same country, if you want. Right. Fantasy country a bit with different type of people. And so these are the first 2. Next year we plan to go at least with 1, but hopefully with 2. And the next one should, we are deciding which kind of of people it will be, but could be vampires perhaps.
Okay.
So vampires will be able to take some boost from here or there.
I had a question.
Yes.
Do the minis come painted?
Yes. Of course. So,
Pre-painted minis, because these are plastic resin mini, right?
yes, exactly.
Yeah. They're not a metal mini, and they're on a
And they're,
like a resin mini on a little base. If you want to zoom in, Beth.
Can you
Yeah.
put a couple on the start circle there?
yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So yes,
one of the dragons on its side as well.
so in
We're going to
okay.
zoom in from the top,
So this one perhaps is good.
so people can see them from the
Yeah.
side.
So yeah, they are painted 18 figurines, 18 players. Each one has each figurine, and each one are different. So this is the idea.
Wonderful.
And yeah, I think that's it. I think
Awesome.
you know almost everything.
Yeah. This looks very interesting. I enjoyed the occasional soccer game, and I could see myself playing this, especially with the number of gamer options you have on these things to decide
Yeah.
whether to push or whether not to push the action cards.
Two things I haven't mentioned. So there is 2 games in the box, and this is also Helvetia Games doing all these games like this.
Yeah.
You have a geek version, which is
Yeah.
the one I just explained,
Yeah.
and you have a family version.
Right.
And so the family version, so I just show the card there. It's much simpler.
Simpler, okay.
And so you have just one action in defense and one action in offense.
Okay.
You have still the boost, but all the other details are a little bit hidden, and so you can play with kids and so on. It's quite fun. So
Okay.
you have the way of playing both, and it's 45 minutes, the same duration almost. for
Right.
both.
Show that card again.
Yeah.
Yeah, just there.
Turn it around.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it good?
Awesome.
Okay, can I just?
Yes.
Thanks, because I'm one of the authors of this game.
Yeah.
The other one is Grégoire Larger.
Okay.
Just want to say
Say-
hello
say-
because he's not at my place right now. Okay, thanks.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Greatly appreciate it.
Good.